Welcome back to History Unveiled. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jordan. In our last episode, we delved into Harold Wilson's influence on British politics regarding Israel and Palestine. Today, we'll explore the Labour government under James Callaghan from 1975 to 1979, a period marked by significant shifts in policy and the ongoing struggle between pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian factions.
Alex, James Callaghan succeeded Wilson and initially appeared to maintain a more balanced approach. As Foreign Secretary, he acknowledged the legitimate rights of Palestinians, stating in the Times in 1974 that they had to play a crucial role in any future solution. How did Callaghan's early statements reflect a departure from Wilson's unconditional support for Israel?
Callaghan's early position was indeed more nuanced. He recognized the need for Palestinian rights, which was a significant shift from Wilson's more pro-Israel rhetoric. In a House of Commons debate, he emphasized that any peace settlement must account for the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinian people. This acknowledgement was groundbreaking for a British leader at the time.
Alex, however, once Callaghan became Prime Minister in 1976, he began to realign British policy towards a more pro-Israel stance, distancing himself from the earlier recognition of Palestinian rights. What led to this shift?
Callaghan aimed to erase the legacies of both Brown and Douglas Home, particularly regarding Palestinian statehood. He cultivated close relations with Israeli leadership and refrained from criticizing Israel's settlement activities in the occupied territories. This marked a significant departure from the previous recognition of Palestinian rights.
Jordan?
One of the pivotal moments during Callaghan's tenure was the Camp David Accords in 1978, brokered by President Jimmy Carter. How did this event shape British policy?
Alex, Callaghan's government actively supported the Accords, which ultimately prioritized Israeli security over Palestinian rights. Britain abstained from endorsing UN Security Council Resolution 446, which condemned Israeli settlement activities, further straining relations with Arab states committed to normalizing ties with Israel. Jordan?
Was this shift in policy influenced by pro-Israel lobbying efforts? It seems like the lobby had already established strong ties within the British political elite.
Absolutely. The pro-Israel lobby, particularly Labour Friends of Israel, had deep roots in British politics dating back to the 1950s. By the 1970s, support for Israel had become second nature to many senior politicians. However, this was less about active lobbying pressure and more about a long-standing cultural alignment with pro-Israel sentiments.
Jordan?
The PLO and Palestinian autonomy. Despite earlier acknowledgments, Callaghan's government ultimately rejected recognizing the PLO, opting instead for a narrative of Palestinian autonomy rather than statehood. What were the implications for this stance?
Alex, this shift towards autonomy, as articulated by Foreign Secretary David Owen, effectively sidelined the Palestinian quest for statehood. The focus on autonomy without sovereignty echoed the Bantustan model used in apartheid South Africa, which failed to address the realities of Palestinian aspirations and rights.
Jordan? The 1970s were a unique period internationally, with the PLO gaining legitimacy among Third World liberation movements. However, Britain's stance under Callaghan seemed increasingly out of step with global sentiments. How did this affect perceptions of Palestinian rights?
Indeed, while the PLO was gaining support globally, Britain, under Callaghan, maintained a rigid stance against recognizing Palestinian rights. This disconnect highlighted the broader geopolitical dynamics at play, where British policy was often more aligned with American interests than with the aspirations of colonized peoples. Jordan?
As we reflect on the Callaghan era, it's clear that while there were initial signs of a more balanced approach, the overarching trend leaned heavily towards pro-Israel policies. This period laid the groundwork for the political landscape we see today.
Absolutely. The inertia and self-censorship in British foreign policy regarding Israel and Palestine during Callaghan's tenure illustrate the complexities of political allegiance and the challenges faced by advocates for Palestinian rights. How can we learn from this history to inform our current understanding of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict?
Jordan, thank you for joining us for this insightful discussion. We hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the complexities of British politics during the Callaghan government.
Alex, see you next time on History Unveiled. We'll continue to explore how historical narratives shape our understanding of contemporary issues.